to Eco-Friendly News. Today's first news will be taking place in
the Big Apple.
That's right, New York City.
But what happened?
Wild winds, ads falling down, trees falling over cars, and so much more tragedy.
Here is our latest news.
Hi, welcome back. Our first news will be 2 tornadoes stuck in New York City during storm.
The storm that turned through New York City spawned the 2 destructive tornadoes and a fierce macrobus with wind speeds up to 125 miles per hour that barreled across a large swath of Brooklyn and Queens. The storm on Tuesday evening toppled trees, peeled away roofs, and killed a woman in a car who had just succeeded with her husband.
The fury of wind and rain that plumbed the area was New York City's 9th and 10th tornado since 1950. The National Weather Service said that Friday night. One of the tornadoes struck in Brooklyn at 5:33 p.m. local time on Thursday, with winds up to 80 miles per hour, and carved its way northeast from the Park Slope section. The second one hit Queens at 5:42 p.m. with winds up to 100 miles per hour, traveling 4 miles.
It was the second twister that snapped trees and scattered them like bowling pins, downing power lines and crushing vehicles, including a car in Queens where Eileen Levakis was killed, according to the National Weather Service. She was in a parked car with her husband Billy Levakis. The couple from Pennsylvania had just switched seats in the car, said a former business partner, Peter Marcos. Billy Levakis survived.
It was the macrobus that packed the biggest punch with the winds up to 125 miles per hour, said Brian Sinemaki, the National Weather Service meteorologist. Stretching 8 miles long and 5 miles wide, the microbus started in the Middle Villages section of Queens and ended in the Forest Hills. A macrobus is an intense gust of wind that pours down from a storm. Officials initially had reported that the macrobus hit the city, but later corrected that to say it was a macrobus because it was more than 2.5 miles long. The storm was part of a line that rippled across much of the Northeast before completing its run in New York City during the Thursday evening rush hour in a matter of minutes. It caught nearly everyone off guard, including commuters heading home and parents picking up children after school activities. Some residents shift through the debris Friday, and utility crews worked to restore power in blackened out neighborhoods. The number of customers without power passed 37,000, but that gradually improved Friday. About 14,000 customers, mostly Queens, had no power late Friday.
On a badly hit Brooklyn block of 1890s brookstones in the Bedford neighborhood, the storm swept away parts of roof tops on at least 6 homes. Not to mention, one 4-story row house was so waterlogged that walls were marked Friday with large black X's, meaning that they were to be torn down. In the yard behind, debris lay piled up, including parts of the roof, a crushed gazebo, and a whole tree that landed there for 2 houses away.
The City Parks Department said it was still assessing the tree damage that caused. That cleanup would likely go on for days. The Parks Commissioner warned pedestrians to be careful walking under trees that might have broken branches.
All over the city, witnesses compared stories of what they had seen: street signs up through, storefront windows blown out, thick tree trunks snapped in half, and parked can lift a foot into the air.
The line of storms began its work in the west. At least 7 tornadoes were confirmed in Ohio, where storms blew mobile homes, injured several people, and damaged part of an Ohio State University campus. A small tornado also touched down in the southern New Jersey, knocking over trees and damaging 2 houses. At least Twister in Heat, New York City was in July, a small one that whirled through the Bronx during a thunderstorm that left thousands without power. In 2007, a tornado with winds as high as 135 miles per hour touched down the Staten Island and Brooklyn, where it damaged homes and struck the roof of a car dealership.
Hi, welcome back. Now we move on to international news. Last week we talked about the problems with the cartels in the Mexican border and the violations of human rights by Mexican soldiers. Today we continue with this problem, but it seems like some measurements are being held. The largest newspaper in Ciudad Juárez is asking for a truce between drug cartels after the killing of another journalist. El Diario asked the cartels in a front page editorial what they want, so the newspaper can continue to work without losing more colleagues. In this issue, it also criticizes the state of Chihuahua and President Felipe Calderón for failing to protect people in what has become one of the world's deadliest cities, not only because of the cartels, but also because of the organized crime. This Thursday, gunmen killed an El Diario photographer and wounded another. In 2008, a crime reporter for the newspaper was killed outside his home. With these events happening, we realize that we are in serious trouble. We can only wait to see if a truce between cartels is enough to stop this insecurity. If not, we can only hope that the authorities take different measurements so we can move on. Thank you for watching Eco-Friendly News, and we'll see you in our next issue.